La 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 la! Welcome back, friends. My name is Rebel Thunder, and I'm about to invade your house with another epic gameplay. We are continuing. This is The Evil Within, part 68 and 3.25 quarters. So you best stick around, because it's about to get epic. So, we pretty much left off. We're in the Beacon Mental Hospital. Our good old friend, Nurse Tatiana. Ma'am, what are you doing with your hands? She's like filing her nails. I got more urgent matters at the moment. I got a whole mission to solve. I'm Sebastian Castellanos. I got important stuff. Like saving a city. So let's just jump right into it. No reason to dally. We're about to have a grand old time. So, let's see. We left off. I think we're still in the mansion. However, we have to see... Oh, we only... If I recall correctly, it's been maybe a little bit of time since I played this game last. I went this direction, so we're gonna keep on keeping on over there very soon to come abroad and figure out what else is going on. We have a puzzle we have to solve, so you best stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss out. Be the worst thing you do. Okay, so now I have to go somewhere. There's actually two paths. There's a door here, and there's not a door there. But I'm going to assume this is like a sub path that I have yet to go. Oh yeah, dude, some goodies up in here. I'll take them. If I can actually see what I'm doing, because I can't. This is like the trickiest room in the whole game. Okay, apparently Sebastian doesn't have X-ray vision. Neither do I. I'm just gonna bash these barrels and take the supplies. Oh, no, that's not a case. For a second, I thought that was a case. I was like, yo, something good in there. But nah, just regular, plain old. So, we shall continue. Maybe, I have a suspicion, because I've played this game before, there's not gonna be really any enemies. I think this is fairly straightforward. Unless, what makes sense is this... Oh, dear Lord, in 3/4. What does this say? Mansion music room note. 2 words. Separated. 2 worlds separated by jagged chasm. Above, faceless spectators mocking the tragedy. Below, helpless victims losing everything. So that may be an homage to like the part we were in earlier with like the safe dials. Yes, exactly. However, I think it was 11-2. So I'm gonna... Wait. You can't tell me I'm missing the bottom dial. Come on. I had that, I swear. I picked it up somewhere. Unless... Wait, can I see archive? Would I have my key items? Yes. Here we go. Upper safe dial. Apparently I never picked up the bottom one, which I'm sure I did. I'm almost positive. Well, I guess we gotta go back then. It's alright. More exploring, as I like to say. Oh, and we can certainly pick up one of these bad boys. Definitely inject it. Pick up another one. So, yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna boosh this because I don't like it. We go this way, apparently. Hopefully. Oh, this is like the kitchen area. It does get pretty dark and grimy, though. I think there's going to be definitely a couple enemies, and I'm sure that Ruvik just spawns throughout this entire area. I don't know if he spawns in other areas, to be honest. I know there's a section where you get something, I think it's called like an alter ego, and it's like a faceless Ruvik. Nonetheless, just as dangerous, but you can actually take that dude out, you know, he's vulnerable. This dude, however, if you shoot him, he's going to teleport right in front of your face. So, I see a bottle I like. I'm gonna take the bottle with me. You know something? Oh no, I see you. You're not getting the drop on me. I'm gonna sneak my way out of here. So, come on this way. I got a little surprise for you, my good friend. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Here we go. Booyah! Yeah. Now I'm about to... Oh crap. Doesn't work the way I wanted it to. That was a big mistake. You know, I think it stuns him for like a second or two. And if you... I actually dodged that like a boxer, dude. It went right over my shoulder. Holy crap. I guess the hitbox is pretty accurate in this game. And unfortunately, it seems I've used all my handgun ammo, which those who recall, I've learned well into this game that handgun is a tool, not only a weapon, because a lot of times you have to, either set off an explosive or there's a trap that has to be set off. The handgun comes in handy. If you don't have any ammunition, it sucks. Now, I've set off a whole bunch of these before. God, never missed out. I don't know if I want to risk it with this one. It's a pretty finicky thing. Yes, it's just as much luck as it is skill, 50-50. So it's just as likely that I don't get it right as I do get it right. However, some handgun ammo, that's always nice. Let me reload my weapons, because I'm gonna do that. Some more barrels. I like me some barrels. I can certainly find some supplies up in here and beyond. Oh no, here's Ruvik. Wait, where is he? Dude better not catch me in a corner. Oh crap. Explodey-doo, I just got... Crap. Okay, so I got exploded right into Ruvik. That is not good. I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy. However, his appearance is random, at least in this general area of the game. You never know when he's gonna pop out in front of you, behind you, and crap, I have to go all the way back here. I gotta be better prepared. Well, honestly, I ran into a bomb because I panicked, and the bomb sent me right back to Ruvik. Crisscross. I don't know, man. There's only so much you can do. Let's retry and hopefully it works out better this time. I know I'm not gonna throw the bottle at the enemy because that makes it easier for him to, come across me and take me out. Bombs, though. I have my own reservations. I got a little surprise for you, buddy. Take that! Not only do bombs work on me, they also work on the enemies. Good lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder if I set a bomb in front of Ruvik's face, it's just gonna make the dude mad. I don't think he's gonna forgive me if I blow his face up, so I'm gonna risk it. Try to get some supplies out of it. Baby, that's no... got it. It's like the smallest target, and the needle's like this. Pretty much. It flies. However, I see an axe. I like an axe. Not that I can ask Ruvik a question, because he'll pretty much explode me with a finger. It's all convoluted. Wait, this isn't exactly... I was mistaken when I said this is the only part he appears. Because that would be a misstatement. There's another part. Just before you meet Laura for the first time. He pretty much comes and he chases you up the stairs. Oh yeah, here we go. One of these again. I remember the first time I played this game, I sucked at getting these right. They're not difficult, I'm bird-brained, I guess. Okay. Wait, but what am I supposed to get? He just said it. I'm jibber-jabbering too much.
Subject number 58, test 92A, electrode placement M33.
M33, okay. So which M33 might be a little bit of a challenge. Let me see. Oh, wait, no. So it's gonna be a little bit to the lower regions. Oh man, this is a tricky one. I'm not a brain surgeon, but I'm going to assume right here. Crap. No, little off. What? Okay, I'm not doing so hot. There we go. Yeah, gotcha. Just like David Chappelle says. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, yeah. These are tricky. Because as clear as it is kind of on the map, it is, it's like this tiny little section. And there are so many sections. Holy crap, it's like all over the place.
Why are you back?
Oh no, it's Ruvik and, the douche doctor. The bushy man of bushness. Marcelo Jimenez. That dude's a real dick. Come on. However, let me see, they're altercating some kind of ritualistic conversation of science and medicine. However, this guy has a lot more involvement than he gives in the beginning, because you know, he's kind of like the whole ordeal behind all of this, or at least a catalyst to. I got an ass. Crap! What happened? I was supposed to. I had the cards in my favor. This dude pretty much took them from my hand. Okay, I'm gonna kick him. That was by accident, but I meant it. Okay, so apparently I'm gonna procrastinate a little bit because I'm low on health. And if you stay in the same spot for like 5 seconds, you heal up. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. La 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 la. Plus, I'm gonna use a syringe after this because there's one over there. If I don't use it now, I'm never gonna pick up the other one. Might as well use that bad boy. So, yeah, by complete accident, even if you do your best, there's gonna be a lot of moments like that. I was supposed to hit the dude in the face with the axe, but he was the one who got to me first. Holy crap. I had my reflexes. Because apparently these dudes are pretty talented when it comes to hitting faces in the X. However, I can't dwell on that too much. I gotta continue. I got to find the lower dial, put that bad boy in place, and figure out the rest of the puzzle. However, I know the upper dial is up there. Where is the lower dial? It's probably in a room. I know I died a couple times in this area because I think a similar situation happened. You know, I was either pushed up against a corner by Ruvik, or I was just dilly-dallying and not playing to my full potential. Because, yeah, I did die a whole bunch of times in this area. Not saying I'm proud of it, the complete opposite, actually, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm here now, and I'm doing better, so gotta figure out what went wrong and just try to not make sure that happens again. Not make sure, of course, or make sure not. Either way, you know what I'm trying to say. So let's do this with talent and skill. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. However, sooner or later, I'm going to come across the bottom dial, and that's going to be somewhere around these parts. This general area. Yeah, these parts. Just like they say in Texas. For a second, I had a Texan accent. Round these parts, I got to do the skimmer scammer with the flim flam and the do-da-da. So, sooner or later it's gotta come around. Because, unless I find it, I can't really progress into the future. I gotta tone it down a little. I'm using up all my energy, man. I got a long schedule today I gotta record. So, here we go. I gotta find... It's gotta be around here somewhere. I'm not gonna go back until I find it, of course, because... What's the point of going back if you don't have the item you need? And it just doesn't make sense. So, I'm not sure if it's here. It's like a strong 50-50. I want to say it's here, but also it wouldn't make a lot of sense placing it here. This just doesn't seem like a key area. And I was 50% right. Yes, I'll admit it, ladies and gentlemen. I had a suspicion it wouldn't be there. But it was worth a look, because if I didn't check there... You know, there's a 50 shot it was there, would have ran right by it. Not an ethical decision, not very intelligent on my part. However, oh my god, that's a toddler. Crap, a bomb. Oh la 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 la. I was... oh crap, and we have Ruvik again. And there's a bomb to my left. Oh god, I was kablammied by the child poster. Oh my god, I stopped to look at the beautifulness. And I almost got double whammied again. You know, I'm no stranger to getting double whammied. Oh shit! La crap, he's in front of me. Oh my god, that dude. What? Oh la! Oh my god. Please don't tell me I have to go all the way back. That's the thing, I don't have to sprint from the dude, he's just so intimidating. I ran out of run juice and just had to catch my breath. He appeared right behind. Oh yes, wait. At least, ladies and gentlemen, at least I know where I have to go. I don't have to dilly-dally none. I can make a beeline because, you know, there's only so many times I should. I've done that before, and I just do the loop-de-loop and roundabout. Oh crap, I got you this time. You don't think you're gonna get me. Nah. I know what you're up to. Hopefully Ruvik doesn't appear this time, because, man, he's not hard. I'm just dumb. It's just, when he appears, I get all this scary music, and, like, the air turns blue, and holy crap, you know, Ruvik's right behind you. He's teleporting. And you can't stop for a second because he can be right behind you. Lower safe dial. This old safe dial is marked with the numbers 0 through 9. Yes. Okay, so this is the other part. It's going to be a pretty straight shot from here on out. We know exactly where we have to go. No dallying. I think I know where I'm going to be headed afterwards. It's been a while since I played this game, but damn, it's so iconic that you just don't forget. You know, this game is... I heard laughing. I don't think that's a sign that Ruvik is going to come around the corner anytime soon, but it's still unsettling. I wonder who it is. Whose laughter it is. It sounds like when he was Ruben Victorano. But dude, this story is complicated. I mean, for God's sakes, it's as complicated as it is interesting. And I don't even think I understand 10% of it. Because, yo, I just know. For those who made it this far in the video, spoilers. You know, I'm gonna just... Towards the end, Ruvik, or Ruben Victorano, he's pretty much just a brain that's been dissected. And he is the main center of this program STEM, which is like not only a hive mind, but a project for mind control. The dude is pretty much dead, but conscious. He's the one controlling all of this. He's only a brain. However, what I want to get to this, the top is 11, the bottom is 2. In the very end of this game, when you make it out of this program and you're back in the real world, there are 2 people dressed like Ruben Victorano when the dude's already dead. Never shows their faces. One dude is on the ground, and it just shows his robe. And more interesting, when you exit the hospital, that you see this big scene with cops and everything. There's this guy dressed like Ruben Victorano, and he's off in the distance, walking away from everything. How they never catch him, how there's just this dude in the clothes. Who the hell are those 2 guys? If the guy dressed like it's already dead. Because there's Marcelo Jimenez. I doubt it's that guy. There's Joseph, he's on your side. There's Kidman. But why the hell would she be dressed like that? The ambulance driver, I don't think he plays any major role. Who the hell are those 2 guys? There's so much, it's easy to... Because once you lose track of what the hell's going on, you're not going to understand the rest of the story. You really have to be a detective, just like Sebastian Castellanos. However, let me not say too much for a second, because I have to figure out what I'm trying to do here. Class is in session. I have to listen to the professor.
Subject number 14, test 88C, limbic priming, temp 3, electrode placement C4, stimulation of the singular cortex.
Okay, C4. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. C4. I know where it is. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so it should be right here. Let's do this. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't like the other one. The other one, I was completely lost. Yo. Thankfully, we've unlocked something for sure. We can continue on into the recesses of what is to be found. Yeah, no, I would not be kidding if I said, man, this is remarkably interesting, this story. But it is complicated. I don't understand a single thing. But I think it's fascinating. It's like listening to criminal cases and like psychological profiling. It's honestly like solving a puzzle. You want to solve the puzzle. It's reward. Oh la 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 crap. Who are you guys? This guy's got a shotgun. There's some psychological aspect to it that's just invigorating. You want to scratch that itch because curiosity strikes. Now, holy crap, I'm all out of time. You might get, sir, I have to place you into dirt. But, I think as brutally, death crap stuff as being a detective is, there's the word that says eureka. And it's like the word of spark. It's like, hell yeah, I discovered that. Eureka! But that's pretty much, I've said way too much. I should have concluded this episode like 5 minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to do just that. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.